Goes to the federal court because the alleged crime happened in a national park. Want to bring in my legal dream team today. Criminal defense attorney Ashley Merchant here and Brian Claypool. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Ashley, I'll start with you on this because federal cases are on a whole different, really a ballgame than state cases. That plays to how they're tried. So if this was your case, Ashley, and we're going to ask both of you here, how would you try Jordan? I mean, she's in some trouble here with those lies.
Right, and you're right, Susan. I mean, this, because it's a federal case, you approach it completely differently. In the federal government, we have federal sentencing guidelines, and defendants are really given a huge benefit by taking responsibility. They're also given factors in mitigation that can sort of lessen their sentence. So if you could show that she was abused, or that she's got some mental illness in her past, or something in her past to lessen the impact, to make a judge more sympathetic, then it would give her a lower guideline number. And that guideline number is really what the range is that the judge sentences.
And you mentioned abuse, and the only thing that may lead to that, and Brian, I know, I read that this is maybe how you would defend her, is that text message. It's saying that, but dead serious, if you don't hear from me at all again tonight, something happened. So, Brian, would you focus on that text and thinking maybe this bride was afraid for her safety?
Susan, absolutely. That text message, I think, is powerful in terms of defending Ms. Graham, because the way I read that text is she's concerned about her own safety. If she was looking to kill her husband, she would have sent a text message saying something like, well, if you don't hear from me later, then I took care of Cody Johnson. She didn't say that. She said, if you don't hear from me, something bad happened. Seems to me if you can prove a history that there was domestic violence, there were any prior reports to law enforcement regarding those two fighting, or any fights there was a fight leading up to this, that you can show then a pattern that she feared for her life after he grabbed her. He was the aggressor, and she may have a viable defense here, at least for a lesser charge of involuntary manslaughter, if not self-defense.
Yeah, I agree with Brian, Ashley, but how troublesome are her lies and the different stories, saying a dark car pulled up, I think he was in that car. If you're her defendant, what do you say to that?
I would have her evaluated immediately and see what is going on in her mental state. What exactly was going through her mind when this happened? Was this something where she maybe could claim self-defense? You know, why was she maybe confused, or what was going on? Was there a mental break? And that's why she gave all these lies, to hopefully lessen the impact. But what I would focus on is the fact that she did come forward when the police sat her down and questioned her. She did come forward and tell the truth.
And this is a bizarre case, but it does happen. Ashley, Brian, thank you.